Hello, everybody, and welcome to RocketCast, a terrible podcast brought to you by the RBX ecosystem. Today, I'm joined with by Big Perms as usual. How you doing, Biggie?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. I don't appreciate you calling our podcast terrible.
I'm just speaking the truth.
Our podcast is a little more than terrible. I would put it under the dog shit category. Because terrible is just like something bad, right? But dog shit
Yeah.
stinks.
Okay.
You know? Like
And
a
it's not,
fresh log on your lap.
but it's not useful like bullshit. Because bullshit
Yeah.
has use. You can
You can fertilize
it.
it. Yeah. All kinds of
Yeah.
uses. And it's not that nasty. It's just like bad grass and stuff.
Right, it's all pressed together and it's a little poopy on the outside, but inside
but
it's still grassy.
dog shit's just all around.
Right.
Dog shit,
Do you remember before little pick up your poop laws where you just step in dog shit like constantly?
I didn't know there were pick up your poop laws.
Yeah, maybe down in your uncivilized portion of the world, but yeah, they made laws and they put little baggie dispensers in all the parks and stuff.
No shit.
But yeah, growing up, I used to step in dog shit all the time.
Ugh.
It would be like 2 or 3 times a week, maybe.
Well, I think that's just like
buddies.
That's just like part of being a kid, right? Like you're in places that dogs are, where like as an adult, you're not. The worst part I think about growing up was stepping in like other kids' shit at the playground.
Wait, where the hell did you grow up?
You never had that problem? Like you just running through the playground and shit starts smelling a little weird and you're like, what?
No. I got trapped in one of those tube slides with a kid who shit on me once. we used to play a game called Clog the Toilet, where someone would get down at the opening of the tube slide and put their back up to it and clog the toilet, and then you just dump 15, 20 8-year-olds or 9-year-olds down the tube. It was, thinking back, it was incredibly dangerous.
Everything's dangerous nowadays, right?
Well, but it was fun at the time until I got shit on.
Think of all the coronaviruses that were on the bottom of my shoe every time I stepped in children's shit.
Well, just wear your mask.
No. Yeah.
All right. So now that the poopy talk is out of the way, what's going on in your crypto world?
Well, I just tried to sell this coin, and then I realized it had an 18% tax.
Yes.
And it also has a 30% tax when transferring between wallets.
30%?
Yeah, it just like makes me wonder, which I'm glad we don't do this anymore at RBX.
Well, we never did any. We had 4%.
Yeah, but even that's kind of dog shit.
A little bit, yeah.
We have a 2% sell tax, which I think is fine.
No, but I was just talking with someone about this earlier. I said I'm really not happy with that 10%, 12%, 15% being the norm.
Right. I think it's just a new rug, right? Like why rug?
Why rug when you can
collect all of this off of using it and then just sell it?
Right. And then, if you get out early enough, you just you don't even need a use case. And everyone's just left holding your bags.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Most of these coins don't even have use cases.
Well, I know that.
And some say they do, but they don't actually do anything.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit more greed finding its way into. It's a different form of greed.
Like Cardano, dude. Cardano hasn't actually done something until quite recently.
Right. No, it was how many years of it's almost there? It's almost there.
Yeah. Yeah, even Bitcoin, to be honest. And everyone was all hyped up about that upgrade or whatever. And then when you read into it, the upgrade doesn't actually mean anything like tangible, right? It's just like another Cardano move. It's like, yeah, dude, we implemented this academic system of bullshit, so it's super secure. And you're just like, oh yeah, so that means nothing. You know what I mean?
No, it's a lot of the updates and that kind of stuff are just that. They're just words.
Yeah, it's
They're
just
you're a,
like,
it's like a security blanket for your funds.
yeah, shit's rendering, but that's okay. I guess that's
It's
just the way it
always
rolls.
rendering. It's always rendering. If you think about it, isn't life just one big render?
You're rendering for death.
You're rendering your memory, your legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, couple big updates in the RBX world. Um, we did our first. Well, is that our first? No. There's been the rest have all been pretty quiet, and this one was actually quiet. I think I said something in the main chat, and Sai said something kind of nonchalantly, but Dinger has been trending on top of Dex tools for quite a while. I
Oh, I
think that
forgot about Dinger. They're supposed to be on here today,
they were one of their.
and they flopped.
Well, no, he's Aussie. I think he's on the other side of the planet, so it wasn't going to line up. Um, we may have him on in the future just because we get a pretty decent relationship. Oh, ETH is running. He's
Yeah, I
up
was
at
just
47.
looking. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's running, but it's having a
Well,
good last 12 hours.
it started this morning at like 45 something.
Mm-hmm. True
But yeah,
that. True that.
they're currently they're number 4. Yeah, 4 on Dex Tools trending. They've been right around that spot for
Yeah,
what
Dinger's been sending.
going on a week and a half or so.
Yep.
But so what we did for them was we created their well, I don't know if Sai exactly copied, but created their contract on the BSC side. They provided initial liquidity to equal out the prices. And then Sai launched their BSC side contract and wired up the bridge so that now you can bridge Dinger back and forth from BSC to Ethereum. This is something that we're going to continue to do for any projects that take us up on it, and it's I think it's good exposure because they're using our bridge. Our name is going to be splashed across. They have to go to our launcher to bridge over across, and there has been quite a few people that have taken advantage of the arbitrage because the BSC side ran for a bit.
Yeah, if you're in a project, go
yes,
ahead.
no, I was just saying as you're gonna if you launch a whole new token on a different chain, you're gonna inject some excitement, some hype
Well,
into
you're
both
opening
sides of
up.
it.
Yeah, you're opening up to a whole new set. 'Cause, not ETH is a little tight right now with
It is.
trading fees and
It's
everything,
been
and
brutal.
I think what a lot of projects should probably look in doing is becoming multi-chain.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way that the market's going. That's what we do over here at RBX.
Well,
So
and
if any
and
other crypto projects happen to listen to this shit fest and you want a reliable bridge, holla.
mm-hmm. It worked. I was actually in on the kind of design and implementation of it, and there were no hiccups. I mean, it went smooth. Aside from a little bit of a time delay to double check everything, it went smooth from start to finish.
Well, the
So
fact of the matter is, it's not our first rodeo.
that too. No, it was the first time we've hooked the bridge up to something other than RBX,
True.
which was where the delay for checking the back end and all of that came in. Was he wanted to make sure that it was running exactly the same as the RBX bridge was, because RBX bridge has been it's been going through testing. I think there's been a couple of hiccups, but everyone's on top of it.
Things pretty dialed. The Dex is pretty dialed. Everything's
The
pretty
Dex,
dialed.
I have. It is now 4 weeks that I have used nothing but the deck. Oh no. I had to go on to Pancake to split up some liquidity, and that was a nightmare, because I think I had to refresh that page 5 times before it would let me click the button.
Yeah, dude. Last couple times I've had to use Pancake haven't been choice.
No, it's not good. It's getting worse. I don't know if it's BSC doing it, or let's see, PooCoin. PooCoin totally shit the bed the other day as well.
Did it?
Yeah, and I think it was because it's hooked up to BSC scan was having problems. I don't know. The our competition is not that hard to outdo.
That's saying the minimum,
right? But
what pretty much what was I gonna say? Yeah,
nothing. You're typing in Telegram. You're choosing stickers. That's what you're doing. Ass.
No, I'm here, dude. I'm here. Yeah, the Dinger bridge works sweet. And another thing is you create a whole plethora of arbitrage opportunities within your coin.
Oh, and yeah.
The fact of the matter is, the more people that like make money in your project, you're just going to leave a good taste in their mouth, and nobody's going to badmouth you. You know, like if you're like a coin that just like launches, then rugs and launches and rugs and launches and rugs, and then just no one makes money. I mean, he's a piece of shit. It's not going to work. I've seen a couple of people tokens do that.
I think a couple of people make money.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, obviously the people yanking the liquidity and dumping on their holders, all day, every day.
We're gonna have to stop doing this at some point.
It's just too easy, though.
It's too much fun. No, the horse is like, it's been dead and rotted for a long time, but
it still tastes so sweet.
It still makes a good thump when you hit it, you know?
It still makes a good thump when you hit it. That it does, buddy. It does.
All right. Well,
MXX had a good launch today.
Oh, that was the other. Yeah, that was on the docket. MXS, Matrix Samurai, are previous guests of this. What are we calling it? A dog shit podcast?
The dog cast, dude. The shit cast.
The shit cast. I flip shitties and I record shit casts.
No, dude. I flip shitties and I suck titties.
No, so yeah, Matrix Samurai, they launched about 4 hours ago. Yeah, give or take. And yeah, obviously it's a brand new token launch, so there was a big old spike, but it held up very well. That chart looks nice.
Not only that, but there were some massive buys at the beginning, dude.
Oh, everyone was throwing in 5, 6 ETH. It was pretty nuts.
I saw 10 ETH a couple times. I was on the big swap explorer on Dex Tools, and just MXS after MXS after MXS.
Well, that's I'd say that's a good thing. Well,
I think it's almost a given though on ETH though, right? Like you gotta throw some weight around if you're gonna do anything on Ethereum.
Well, when it costs you $200 to make a trade, yeah, you better, because that's That's quite a bit of profit you got to make going in and out. No,
ETH,
even the accumulation going on right now is all one ETH buys, half, 2, 3, so it's still people throwing quite a bit of money in. No, I'm glad that, and everything went smoothly. I know they were super cautious over that last fiasco, but everything went really well, and I think they handled it really well. Over the last week or so, it's been pretty nuts over there. But they sent us. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but they sent us over one of their guys. Oh, Nino, he was on here. Sent over saying it's RBX time. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to give my hats off to them too, right? Like, because their first launch was absolute dog shit, and but they kept with it,
Right?
No,
Like
they didn't stop doing their thing. They didn't, they did their best possible to make it right with people.
After everyone is concerned about the the $1,200 or whatever they may have lost in that first contract exploit, but I guarantee you these guys are down farther.
Yeah,
so
100%.
for them to come back and still put this much effort in, and I mean, how often do you have a CERTIC audit before launch? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Maybe something when it's like fifth project down the line and you got the liquid backing it, but it I was impressed with it, and I know that they've had their plates full, but now like he said, it's RBX time.
Yeah, it's time. We've made the jobs real easy, bro.
That's true.
With real products that really work.
We had still, when we first started talking to him, we still had a couple of things to get out, to products to release and to beta test and all of that. And on the whole, I think that's done. I think we're good to go. We still got some extra features and stuff coming out, but the meat and potatoes is already on the plate.
Yup.
Good addition. Thanks.
There was fuck them.
Quit clicking on things. You're recording a pit podcast. Damn it! It's usually me doing this.
They sold out their pre-sale pretty fast.
4 minutes for $2 million.
Yeah, you had to know that was gonna fucking.
It was gonna go.
Launch was gonna boom. Yeah.
4 minutes. It's I don't know if that's a marketing record, but it's got to be close.
Nah,
probably not.
Pretty good.
Probably not even close. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Why am I here?
We're here because this makes us feel like contributing members of society.
Like we're actually useful.
Wax is running today.
Yeah, you were talking about Wax last week, weren't you?
Did I talk about Wax last week? No, we didn't do a podcast last week.
Shut up. It got released last week. Fine, 2 weeks ago.
Wax is fucking booing, dude.
Well, so go ahead and I saw earlier you were doing the elevator pitch on it. Go ahead and give them a pitch here too.
I don't have an elevator pitch other than it's like what ETH could have been. And they were in NFTs way before NFTs were cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I really only bought it because my friend convinced me to buy it. And that dude never misses. So thanks, Hugh.
Yeah, he was on here.
Sorry you sold, buddy.
Well, and... Oh, did he sell way too early?
Oh, dude. B&B's going again. We're at 656. Dude, it's kind of weird though, right? Like ETH was making new all-time highs while Bitcoin wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it kind of is now. And then BNB's not even, they're still off from their last all-time high. Crypto market's getting a little weird, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard over and over, I don't think the cycle thing is going to continue.
Well, it's
But
way more integrated now with people. And actually, I was talking about this with Hugh. Like, a crypto market crash could also take down the stock market because there's a lot of big companies now dealing, like
right.
publicly traded companies dealing in cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, diversified out.
And
No,
there's a lot,
that's been a
there's,
lot. There's been a lot of headlines of, this company is putting this much into crypto, or this company.
yeah,
It's pretty common.
there's a
So
lot of
yeah.
institutional money in here now. There's another thing is too is when ETH 2.0, like there's a bunch of ETH staked right now for ETH 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
and when ETH 2.0 launches, all those people are going to be able to unstake their Ethereum, and that could very well happen because they'll be able to fucking off it because when they staked it was around 1500, or when a lot of people staked, could have even been earlier. And now, obviously we're at 46.98. They're calling it the unstakening.
Really?
Yeah, because it's going to be all proof of stake now. So that's how you verify the blockchain is by staking,
Mm-hmm.
and that could happen. It could be a thing. But then that would also drive up rewards massively to those that don't unstake. So I don't think it would happen because everybody thinks it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
So they're all gonna hold and try and slurp up a little bit better yield.
Yeah, because when you're like, oh, this is what's going to happen around this. Like everybody thought Doge was going to absolutely pump wild when Elon Musk went on SNL,
Oh, I knew it
and
wasn't.
it
I knew
did
it
the
was gonna
exact
tank.
opposite.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna tank.
That
Friend
was a
of the
good night.
show, Elon Musk.
Of course, he's a friend of our old branding.
Mm-hmm.
He's an RBX fan.
He is.
He's obviously a Bernie Sanders fan as well.
Oh God, that was savage.
That was pretty good, dude.
It was good. No, I thought it was photoshopped at first, but no, that was pretty savage. I liked it.
No, it was really good. Fucking yeah. So MXS is starting. So our marketing's starting, which is good. We got a bunch of Sai got a bunch of code done.
Oh yeah.
We got some other unmentionable things in the works.
Oh
Things
yeah.
are coming together. I mean,
Things are.
life's hard when you're one of the most undervalued cryptocurrency projects out there.
Well, it just means
But things are
you
turning
can.
around.
It kind of means you can sit and work quietly in your workshop without a bunch of people bothering you.
Yeah, it's true. 100%. I mean, because I think that might have what happened to Cardano, dude. They became number 3 in no time. So they just couldn't get shit done,
Because they were too busy giving press releases and
Yeah.
showing up to crypto conventions.
Yeah, and then when everything does release, it's just dog shit. Solana just passed Cardano, actually.
Did it?
Yeah. Yes, it did. Passed XRP. Talk about another useless project.
You already did. You've done this already. This will not become a weekly segment. Biggie shits on the top 10.
I'll tell you what. You know what currency I wish I didn't sell during 2018 when everything dropped? VeChain. because I held a fucking absolute unit amount of V chain back in the day,
Yeah.
and I dumped it, and that thing has weathered every storm because it's still sitting at number 23.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you could have never even been trading in ERC20 shitcoins.
Oh, dude, if I could tell you how much Cardano I used to own when it was 2 cents. Shit, bud. Shit, bud.
Should have just forgot about it.
Dude, I know. Every token I don't even look at RBX charts anymore. I just don't.
We're
We just work. What's
I
the point
look
of looking at the chart? I'm not selling. So
I looked today. It's up 25%.
is it?
Yes, it is.
That's nice.
It is nice. I'm happy with it,
That's,
and I
that's
think quite
nice.
a bit of it is coming from, coming off MXS's successful launch. People are
Yeah.
they were a little worried, a little hesitant about it, but things went well.
Which is
So
understandable. I can obviously totally see where the FUD would come from. And MXS handled it great. Oh, that's a nice big green candle on the 12-hour.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's still
Mm-hmm.
cheap, though. Still cheap.
It's still way cheap.
Still way too cheap, dude.
I think that's on like 97% discount.
Dude, if that, probably more. Well,
Probably more.
97% discount from our last all-time high.
Right.
But
I
our
don't know
last
about that.
all-time high was still
You just cut
way cheap.
you just cut out.
I did.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is this good?
That's better, yes. Thank you for doing your mic tests on air. That's nice. I like it.
Yeah. I learned those technical skills from my friend Dave.
Well, only the best from Dave.
What else is going on in the crypto world?
What else is? I don't know, man. I've been like neck deep in degenerate shit coins for like the last week and a half. I've been.
What have you been buying?
Oh
What's
Christ!
Dave's pick?
Don't make me read them off. Here,
Please
you know
tell me
what?
you bought Jizz Dog.
Jizz Doji. Yeah, of course I did. Of course I bought
Yes.
Jizz Doji. I also turned a very nice profit off of sweetest, tiniest, cute baby kitty, and that's the ticker is Kitty on BSC. Pump my bags, please. No, I'm. The fervor is out there. It's in kind of a full swing. There's money flying around all over the place. So I've been seeing what the bottom half of the crypto sphere is up to.
So over.
Realistically, it's probably the bottom like 5%.
Just so over shitties.
I was, but I'm having fun with it, and I like, what I like about it. I mean the small gains and taking like 14% price impact. That's fun. But
feeling like you're making a difference in the world, huh?
Painting the chart fucking red is always fun. But no, I like joining a new project. Making myself established a little bit, and then doing what I can under my limited scope of abilities to make it better. So if you're trading in and out, you're just a drop in the pond. But when you're when you hold a full percent, people listen.
I don't know about that.
No, that's not true. Case in point. But I do like those kind of the first date moments. Does that make sense? Like you know, okay, the initial launch pump happened. Now what? And that I think that seeing that make or break, is very interesting to me because it kind of teaches you what works, what doesn't. Where you're just throwing money away if they are spending money on marketing funds and that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
What actually has a measurable effect.
Hmm.
Um, and I think you can learn a lot from flipping shitties.
Something I've noticed a lot, like joining all like the, because when you're in Telegram and all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, you join all these little groups of like people trying to trade together and stuff. And one thing I've seen recently is like a shift from just like aping into the next jizz doge,
Yeah,
and like people are trying to find gems, like real projects that didn't
real
go shit.
gems.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so that not to shill sweetest, tiniest, cute baby kitty again, but they did something interesting. We were talking earlier. All these projects are skimming off huge amounts for marketing or dev
Uh huh.
funds or
Uh huh.
team funds or whatever the hell. These guys, they it's got 1% redistribution and then 8% liquidity ads and then nothing else.
Oh, that's not a
Um,
bad idea.
well, so the team held, or the developer, he burned the tokens and the liquidity tokens and all of that. But um, here right now, so he kept quite a bit of supply so that he could kind of sell into pumps and stuff to pay for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those here, what are we at? 1, 2, 5, 27, 6. So right now the market cap of this token is backed 20 no yeah 21% of the market cap is backed with liquidity.
Jesus.
Yeah, on like a super tiny cap. So I think in terms of, depending on where you want to go with your shitcoin, this as far as longevity, it did the whole pump and dump thing, but then it
Uh
it
huh.
started climbing again because those sells were not hitting the price like they should have. Someone it was sitting at like 500 or 400,000 market cap, and somebody sold, shit, what was it, $6,800, which should have tanked the chart, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and it dropped the chart by like 7%, which is a big hit, but in any of these other ones, it would have been over. That would have been it. That guy would have walked away with all his money, and then everyone would have been panic selling for scraps afterwards.
Yup.
And it didn't happen because the liquidity was there to back it. So I think it's interesting to see which ones, as far as creating gems. If you're thinking about launching shit coins, I think the tokenomics and not being a greedy fuckwad play a lot bigger part than paying shills and doing the original whole win marketing thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad because it felt like for a good solid 6, 7 months, that's all cryptocurrency was. It was just come up with a meme, buy influencers, and then send it. Do you know New York City launched a coin? Dave, if you're talking, you're muted.
I'm not muted. New
There you
York
are.
City?
Yeah.
Like who?
New York City coin.
Like the
With
mayor?
Mayor-elect of Eric Adams giving his coin issuers city coins.
What just happened? You cut out again. Something's going on with our audio.
God damn it, motherfucker.
So who? The mayor-elect launched a token?
Yeah, like it's New York City's coin.
Why?
Okay, wait. City Coins is yet to officially partner with local government. It may want to do so soon, however, as the NYC Coin project will divert 30% of its mining rewards to a custodied reserve wallet that the local government can use to support whatever initiatives it chooses.
So it's a New York City slush fund wallet.
Yeah. I think they realize how dead that place was now. So now they're like,
okay.
shit.
Not to get into politics, but of this $1.4 trillion infrastructure bill, New York City gets $100 billion goddamn dollars.
Holy shit.
Yeah, buddy. $100 billion.
God.
For free. So now they're trying to tax me 30% on my shitcoin gains?
Yeah, right?
They're trying to triple tax me.
Well, did you see that what was that link that was shared? Did you see that like the IRS is trying to buy data from like
I did, yes.
social media websites and stuff to try to track down people who haven't paid their crypto taxes?
How sketchy can you possibly operate?
Dude, that's like straight up fucking I don't know about fuck it. That's straight up Nazi Germany shit.
Well, it's also straight up, scam phone call Pajit shit.
Yeah.
Buying data packs off of freaking Facebook.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty like they're so hard up to fuck the common American citizen over out of their money that they're just violating every fucking.
Yeah, has anyone determined whether that's constitutional?
Oh, dude, taxes aren't constitutional.
Well,
what are you talking about?
That's true.
They're not. They're not, but we just gave $100 billion to New York City, so fuck it.
They need it,
No,
they need it. I love New York. No.
You know, it'd be cooler. If like all the people in New York City could just keep their fucking money, and there you go.
That'd be nice. Like $100 billion,
cool?
like $100 billion tax cut.
Dude, wouldn't that be great? Like, what if you
we had the money?
Yeah, what if we had the money?
What if we had the money? That'd be nice.
Yeah, so now it's going to go
so we could
to the mayor of New York, and then he's going to overpay his brother's cousin's sister's mother's lover's construction company to do some bullshit, and you know how that works.
And they got Lime bikes to buy. Oh, it's not even bikes anymore; it's electric scooters.
Yeah,
they got Lime scooters.
Scooter life.
Who owns Lime? That's an interesting. Yeah.
What's Lime?
All the kind of metro areas, they all contract out through Lime.
Oh, the scooter. Yeah,
the scooters and the bikes, and who owns that?
I don't know, but I know they're getting kicked out of a lot of places.
Are they?
Yeah,
well, okay, so I know. I only know what happened kind of in the Seattle area. They had the Lime bikes, right? Neutron Holdings.
I just pulled that up.
Based in San Francisco. Big,
of course, it's a fucking Cali company, dude.
Right.
Who thinks scooters are cool?
So the Seattle city government decided they're going to buy a bunch of these Lime bikes. I don't even think they buy them. I think they rent them out for an exorbitant amount of money.
Wait,
and
so
I don't know if you've ever...
The city buys them?
Yes.
I thought they were just setting up shop.
No, the city buys them.
Holy fuck.
And then Lime gets like kickbacks for being eco and green too. So they're doubling up on their shit. But So Seattle, I don't know, it's a very hilly city. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole city is built on 5 different hills. So there's a
Yes.
bunch of steep ass, little side streets and stuff. So what happened naturally, as you could assume, is everyone would grab these bikes off the rack and then ride them down the hill and then throw them in a ditch. They'd throw them in a ditch at the bottom of the hill. And one of the former Seattle mayor, who I think he got arrested for kitty diddling.
Math checks
He,
out.
yeah, right. He contracted his brother's newly formed company, which was panel vans that would go around and go to the ditches at the bottom of the hills and pick up all the bicycles and bring them back to the top of the hill.
Probably for a nice pay too.
Oh god, the contract was like 40% of what they were paying to rent the bikes in the first place.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was insane. It was like this happened over the course of a year. And it was just graft stacking on top of graft stacking. It was just nuts. But so that's what I'm saying. When they're raising my taxes, they're gonna buy more green bicycles. Except now it's scooters. So you're gonna have hundreds of.
You can put more scooters in the back of the panel vans.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means your price goes up.
Right. Well, your overhead goes down. You're gaining more per run. But why did we get started on Lime bicycles?
So Lime Bikes was started by these two head dudes from Fosun International, which is a giant holding company, which is Chinese. So pretty much you're riding CCP scooters.
full of explosive lithium ion batteries.
Oh yeah.
Fosun International. Who holds that?
It's Chinese, so CCP.
It's Chinese, so the CCP, yeah. No shit.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Because those things are pretty durable, dude. I wouldn't have thought they were Chinese scooters.
They're the premium stuff. They came off the Tesla line.
They were built back when they still had Australian coal.
Oh yeah, we've been over that one too.
That good power.
That good energy.
Zimbabwe is looking to indoctrinate Bitcoin as legal tender. That's for the better.
Yeah. I'd say
why are you laughing?
Because my buddy he rode around the planet. He was a contractor for Microsoft, so he'd go 2 years on, 1 year off, but the 1 year off would be paid. So that they didn't have to pay his benefits. And he'd take that year off, and he actually rode his bicycle around the planet.
What do you mean by ride a bicycle? There's oceans, dude.
He flew across. Okay, he flew across the oceans, but he completely circumnavigated the land masses of the world
on a bicycle. On
a bicycle, it took him months.
Did he just ride around like the Middle East and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like just went around it.
Yeah. This was. I think he did this.
Guy.
No, he went through. This was in like 2012, 11, 12. So Yemen hadn't been exploded yet, and Oman was still friendly, and it was pre rubble, for the most part, as much as the Middle East can be. So yeah, he went through the more friendly areas of the Middle East, but yeah, he completed a thing. But the whole point of the story was when he entered Zimbabwe, they had overvalued their currency so much
Mm-hmm.
that or inflated their currency. Uh, they were just trying to get rid of it. They were just trying to
Yeah.
get it dispersed, right?
Yeah.
So when he got his visa, his entrance visa at the border, they handed him over $1 billion Zimbabwe dollars.
Dude,
It was like,
what you just described to me
yeah,
is extremely similar to what's happening in the United States.
uh, the numbers are different, but yeah, exactly. Um,
Cause you know what repos are, right?
yes,
So you know, like in 2017, there was like no money in them, right? And now there's like trillions of dollars in them.
yes,
So for anyone who doesn't understand, banks can't hold a lot of cash because technically it's a liability to them. That's why they do loans and invest in stuff. 'Cause pretty much what a bank is, it's not like a place for a bunch of money. It's like an investment firm,
right.
whatever.
They got to make
And
sure
then
they stay in profit so that they can
yeah,
pay
they have
interest
to.
to everyone out.
Yeah, they can't hold a lot of cash, and if they hold a lot of cash, it's technically a liability for them.
Right.
So normally, banks give mortgages or they buy shitty index funds that have no returns, yada yada yada, or bonds. But now they're saying everything's too fucking expensive and they have too much cash, so they give it back to the Fed for like a really shitty interest rate.
Okay,
And
there you
nobody's
go.
nobody's
Sorry.
ever what?
No, go ahead. I found what I was looking for, but I
Gotcha.
interrupted you doing so.
And nobody's really ever used it. Like there's always been $0 in it, and now there's trillions of dollars from banks in these repos because the banks aren't buying shit. Not even the banks. Like Zillow stopped buying houses. Banks aren't buying anything. Everything's way too expensive. There's too
Right.
much money.
It's the top of the market.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So anyway, so it must have been 2010 that he was riding through because they had a spike where so right now $1 is equal to 361 Zimbabwe dollars. But in 2000, Jesus, I can't even. So it goes from 361 currently. In 2010, $1 was worth 39 million Zimbabwe dollars. So they just handed him like $800 when he walked across the border just to disperse it, just to get it the hell out of there. Yeah, so for a full year, it was 38 to 40 million Zimbabwe dollars to the US dollar.
That's pretty.
As far as the chart goes, it looks like it's recovered quite a bit, but it was they had some harrowing years there. All right.
That's pretty bad. Sorry, I was reading this thing that I sent you about limit order protocols.
Okay.
How that's like the next big thing for dexes, and
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I was just gonna let everybody know we have those.
We already have those.
They're not live yet, but they're done.
They're done and they're widgetized so we can sell them to other people.
That's another thing. Shiba, you need a swap that works. Holla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to swap that actually does what you promised. Come on, bring it
Trades
on.
trades cost 12 chains. I can help you, buddy. I can help you out there.
Because I think me, you, and maybe a few other people, we got roped in as salesmen for these widgets, right?
I thought it was just me and you. Who else was selling?
We've got a couple other feelers outside of the
Oh,
team.
we got our ambassador.
We're gonna be.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that. Oh, we could talk about that.
Can we talk about that?
I don't.
Fuck it, send it.
Maybe.
So
Fuck it.
we are
Okay.
going to start an ambassador program at RBX for people that want to work with us for quote unquote selling our services, because that's pretty much what we offer. Outside of just a cryptocurrency project, we have services like bridging. We have widgetized products such as our decks, our limit orders, vesting,
Oh, the
staking.
vesting contract. Yeah.
We got a launch pad coming. I think people keep forgetting about that.
Oh yeah. It's just there were some updates on that. They had to change over dev teams, so it is being delayed. But I know it's being worked on. I've seen a couple of screen shares and that kind of stuff. It's just they had to shift up a little bit.
I get it.
No.
Another thing is, if there's any Web3 guys out there, Solidity guys out there, holler. We could use somebody solid. Preferably a single individual with no bills that lives in their parents' basement.
Clean living,
don't
shaven,
don't care.
420 friendly.
Donations accepted.
Open-minded. into no kink shaving. Now that the Indeed portion of our show is done, back to the ambassadors. We got distracted. Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to, if you. I don't think we have it nailed down on amounts or anything like that.
Just think of it like a prison gang. If you put in the work, if you put in the work for your car, you're going to be rewarded.
Okay. All right. I was going to say more like a religious cult, but I guess prison gang works too.
Strap on your Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
You go out and you kill some for your car. We're gonna get you rewarded, dude.
That's right. Now you go out, you Lamborghinis.
Top ramen for everybody.
What we're looking for is connections with projects that could use any of the. I mean, it doesn't even have to be big for like the Dex widget. That's a marketing point for any new project. Is, hey, you can trade our coin right on our website. Even though we launched 3 days ago, we have a working Dex, and guess what? You can trade 12 chains on our website. You could go 100% all in on. Let me find a good shitcoin name. Hold on.
Jizdoge.
Jizdoge?
I got a good shitcoin name.
Oh, Turd Burger McDingleberry. You could route every bit of your DeFi interaction through the Turd Burger McDingleberry website. And I was talking to Biggie yesterday as I want to launch a domain name. I'll pay the entry, or I think we're not going to talk pricing, but I'll get the Dex onto my own domain name, and then we'll just have Dave swap, and Dave can do all of his DeFi trading and all of my bridging, investing, and all through Dave swap.
420.69 inflate.
Don't do that. No. That's the one I was telling you about that has a 56% round trip.
Yeah, dude, that limited market cap, $160.
Oh, did it rug?
It doesn't. No, it's just one giant green candle.
Oh, fun.
That's great.
Seems like a sure bet.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's something I would stuff. That's something I would trade on Dave Swap.
Exactly. So if you're launching a project out there and you want people to spend more time on your website,
yes,
you integrate our Dex.
If you're launching a project out there and you want to advertise on Dave Swap, I'm open to that as well. I'm going to be the only one viewing your. So you'll get like one unique IP, and I might click on it if you do a good job. Seems like a solid ROI.
That Dave's starting a swap website to data mine everybody's information.
Yeah, the back end's horrendous. It's just a mess back there because I'm just scooping everything up.
Dave from the NSA.
Yeah, Dave from NSA. Dave from Federal Building.
Elon dumped 1.1 billion in Tesla stock, dude. I get so busy with our stuff that I miss all the good news.
Well, he threatened that last week because somebody was saying, that it was about the unrealized capital gains tax that they're trying to shoehorn into this bullshit. So he said, fine, I'll just sell off $1 billion of my own stock to cover my unrealized capital gains taxes. And I didn't see in the middle bit, but he did.
Did they pass the unrealized capital gains tax?
I don't know. I probably should have read into that because that. But as far as I read, unless they changed up the bill, originally it was only going to be on someone passing, someone dying and then passing their assets on to,
which is retarded because there's already a death tax.
There's already a freaking death tax. Yeah, it's
just trying to rob you, dude. Every fucking way you turn. Every time you make $1 or spend $1, you get robbed, dude. They do this. They do this shit down in Mexico too. It's called extortion.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Except I think in Mexico they take a smaller cut. They don't want to starve out their people, but the government doesn't seem to give a shit.
The government doesn't give two shits because what's going to happen is when you do become poor, you can just eat out of their hand, and then they got you for life.
Then they got you.
Then they got you for life.
And then if you start saying things like the government's out here to make us all poor, they just turn off the taps.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got convicted for wrongthink. So I guess there goes your UBI.
Pretty much.
Oh, sorry, your family's gonna starve. Oh well, I'll get back on my G6. I got a meeting in UAE.
Let me hop on my fucking giant airplane as I go to a green convention.
Mm-hmm.
To go talk about climate change that I could have done from home via Zoom. But
via Zoom, yeah, we know that. No, you gotta, and everyone's got to have their cars loaded up with exotic endangered woods and the finest of leather.
Yeah, all I'm saying is if the village didn't die making my dinner table, don't want it.
If there aren't at least 3 endangered species on my plate, I'm fucking walking.
Yeah, what's the point of being a politician, dude?
Right.
What's the point of being a politician if you ain't diddling kids and eating albino tigers?
If I can't eat a ring-tailed lemur, then what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, dude. If I'm not getting blood injections from people younger than me to make my skin smooth, why am I even on the ballot?
Yeah, exactly. What's the point?
Public service? If I can't be in a position of power with dementia, well, I'm not interested, man. I am not interested. I just want to be able to talk about wealth inequality.
Holy shit!
What?
Somebody just bought $3,800 worth of sweetest, tiniest, cute baby kitty Inu. No, there's no Inu on there. I don't buy Inus. I have standards. But yeah, somebody just dropped 5.5 BNB on that shit. Pump my bags. They must be fans of the show. God, now
Dude,
now I'm feeling a little bit Why did you have to tell people about my ape proclivities?
I asked you. You didn't have to.
You put me on the spot.
Oh
I'm still
no,
blaming you.
Coinbase now allows users to share their crypto allocations. You can
Meaning
flex your
what?
wallet. It means you can flex your wallet. That's what it means.
Oh, like a social share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like some kind of weird communist little pool.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
Now,
kind of the
finally, I got
opposite of
an
that.
answer from our fucking dev. I had to like say the same question 5 times. Talking to these dev dudes sometimes, dude. These nerds, they're out there, dude. You gotta really
You got to reel
pin
them
these
in.
dudes down, dude. You
Man,
really gotta reel them in.
that's been my job for like the last 10 months is dev wrangling. It's fun, but it's exhausting.
Right? I love these technical like analogy like technical sorry. I love these technical analysis like newsletters, like news articles where they're like the title of this is "Look out below, Dogecoin risks further downside after key support is tested." And
Yeah.
then like it's just,
Yeah.
it just lets you down, dude. It's just
Well,
like
it's the same thing we were talking about at the beginning of the show is people just spouting garbage and then doing the opposite.
yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, and anyone who tells you they know doesn't. They're lying to you.
Cubana. I think I might buy Cubana tonight.
Is
But
this
anyway,
is this
this
what this is
is
going to be now?
dude ape with Biggie and Dave, dude. Biggie and Dave ape together. We could do like a 4-hour live Twitch stream of us just aping into rugs via
Oh, we could get
RB
like
Exchange.
like 6 B&B together, each, and then just throw $25 at everything that launches.
Yeah, we could even do like a community driven one where we just ape into whatever people say in the chat.
That's just going to be their rug pull, right?
That's fine. I'm just there for the culture, dude. I'm not there for
I'm
like
there for
sport.
the tech. I'm
That's
there
what I'm
for
saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't even really own any cryptocurrencies. Most of my money's in like index funds, you know?
I think most of your money's in physical silver.
Yeah, that's Warren Buffett taught me right. I buy index funds, gold and silver. Because
and conflict diamonds.
when shit hits the fan, nothing's going to be more useful than heavy metal bars.
And
It's extremely
conflict
portable.
and conflict diamonds.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
if a village didn't perish, giving me this good, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
That's why I love Bitcoin so much, dude.
Because think of all the villages it's killing.
Just think of all the carbon emissions. Think of all the polar bears dying because I'm getting rich on internet money.
Fuck them polar bears. See, that was okay. So we can't talk about the meeting, but that was one of the things that kept coming up in the marketing meeting was, they were worried about so worried about the environmental impact because that has been, that line of FUD has been drilled into. That's if
God,
you're
I
not
hope they don't
in
listen to this
crypto.
podcast.
I haven't named anything. No, if you're into crypto or thinking of into crypto, you can see right through that.
Yeah, of course.
But that line of overarching FUD really took hold. I mean, it was a few articles here and there kind of sprinkled on, but that psyop freaking took hold. Because
Well,
it was, what was the one that they kept pushing was one Bitcoin transaction is equal to 4,800 credit card swipes, but that's not necessarily the same thing. Because a credit card swipe is just a point of sale. It's just a tick. The equation, or the equal aspect in the finance world would be more like a bank wire, right?
I agree. Well, and it's
So,
just Bitcoin, right? Like Ethereum's going to proof of stake.
right.
Bitcoin's
Eventually,
mineable. Some others are mineable. I just
yeah,
don't. I feel like it's a giant nothing burger.
it
But
is.
like
But
this whole green thing's becoming a thing, right? Like they're even proposing like lockdowns now to like reduce carbon emissions.
oh well, cool. More lockdowns because those
Yeah,
worked last time, right?
well, that's the thing, right? It's like COVID got their lockdown, so now we need
Mm-hmm.
lockdowns for carbon
Well,
emissions.
so there's your what do you call it? Like not case law, but your prior. What am I? I'm spacing out. What's the term? When
What?
your legal precedent. There's precedent set for lockdowns, so
Now
they're
there
just
is
gonna
anyway.
right now there is. So they're just gonna keep pushing on them because people accepted it at the time. Not everyone, obviously.
It's pretty sad that people accepted it.
Yeah, like a lot of people.
Like it was pretty disappointing.
Yeah,
It was really disappointing. The
I
whole
could see
thing.
that. I could see that. It
It
it it,
was.
it just kind of shows you where people's heads are at. They just want to put their
I,
head down and stay in their own little bubble, but that's bigger than your own little bubble.
yeah.
Shit, we're
No.
back into
It's.
politics again. Damn it!
Well, why not? It's a podcast. I mean, we can chop it up. Well, why don't we do that? We talk about politics and how you can use
Because I don't
cryptocurrency to
want
undermine
to.
your government.
Because I don't want to. It makes me sad.
Why? It shouldn't make you sad. At this
All
point, it's just good entertainment.
the current political landscape, it's pretty goddamn sad. It's tragic.
No, it's great. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you're one of those accelerationists, huh?
Dude, the worst thing that happened to this country was Donald Trump.
Why?
If Hillary Clinton would have gotten elected,
Yeah.
we would have booged out so fast. Like we could have got this party started. We really could have.
I don't know. I had re-entered the wait. I re-entered the country after almost a decade abroad.
Uh huh.
18 days after the election, the 2016 election. I don't think I was ready to boog.
Dude, I was down. I was hoping Hillary would have won. If I still had voting rights, I would have voted for her.
Well, don't worry. There's a mail-in ballot with your name on it.
Probably, huh?
Probably 3 in 2 different states.
You're more than right.
Mm-hmm. If people have never even there was people who never on that Maricopa thing. There was people who had never even entered the United States that voted.
I can tell you one thing for sure. Someone who has experience in that area of the world. I ain't fucking surprised.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. It makes me sad. The fact that we're not surprised, the fact that we're so jaded to this shit.
No,
it's
what makes me sad is nobody does anything about it, right? We just all bitch about it.
Biggie, if you start making calls incitement for violence, then I'm gonna have to cut off this recording.
I guess really, I'm a simple man, and I would just really like a cabin out in the middle of the woods and a mailbox.
And a P.O. box somewhere. Oh, I knew a guy who did that once.
Yeah, I read a book about a guy that did that once.
It was a good book.
He wasn't wrong. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's been proven quite true.
He's been pretty spot on.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming to this week's RocketCast.
Dave, I think you cut out again, buddy.
Did it cut out?
It did. You was